both went and got some coconut colt, so we're going to do a blind taste test on it because people seem to either love it or hate it on the internet. I would eat that whole jar. That's pretty good.
Was somebody actually that accidentally was eating it because they didn't realize?
They shit their pants.
It's not Activia.
It's Coconut Colt. Call Keith Morrison because we're about to commit a murder.
Uh-oh.
A murder on a TikTok trend that is about to ruin my life.
You were so upset about this yesterday.
Oh, because it's crazy. It's so expensive and it's crazy.
Yeah, well, and it turned out that I had a doctor coming in for my podcast. I was recording one on gut health, and it worked out great for you. But go ahead and tell everybody what Coconut Colt is.
I'm so thankful that you were recording your podcast yesterday.
You really were.
My wife has been infected with this mind virus that my little sister is carrying about Coconut Colt, this brand of yogurt that you can only find, of course, at the most expensive grocery stores known to man and woman.
And where'd she hear about it?
TikTok.
Yeah, so you know it's legit.
In Berkeley, my super bougie little sister's
So
all
bougie.
about it. She's just, she'll go to 4 Fresh Times, an organic grocery store in Indiana. She'll go to 4 Fresh Times just trying to find an 8-ounce jar of this stuff, which costs like between $10 and $12.
I ought to be 21 again and have time on my hands.
So she visited for spring break and got my wife hooked on this stuff. My wife comes back yesterday and she says, "Hey, I found a jar of Coconut Colt. It's chocolate."
It was 8 ounces, and how much did it cost?
I think it was like $11 or $12.
That's insane.
So what's supposed to be so great about it?
It's got all of this super live probiotic magic, which
super
is
live.
Just it's a marketing thing, Jim. It's just, and now it's on TikTok, and you know how
What's
TikTok
it supposed to
works.
do for you?
It's supposed to just no more cramping ever again, no more bloating, no more anything that hurts in your stomach. It's a miracle.
Oh, Lord. Okay. Well, the good news was I had a doctor. Her name was Dr. Bach, and she came in, and we were like, listen, you do this for a living. You know, you understand the biome on a medical level. What do you think about Coconut Colt?
Talking right now with Dr. Bach, not the Bach from Wicked. No, this is our version
I was thinking
of
Bach the composer, but no,
it's actually like Bach the beer. But
there you go. There's a lot of Bachs out there, and not excluding how chickens talk.
Yeah, true.
But our doctor went straight for the beer reference, which is why you know she is the show's type of doctor.
Yeah, and we're having you on because of Coconut Colt, okay? Yeah. And Brian's sister, who's 21.
She's obsessed.
Yeah, because of TikTok.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
It's this giant thing going on with TikTok, and this virus has entered our house.
Yes.
And now my wife is looking at different Whole Foods around the area trying to find Coconut Colt.
Which is hilarious that Colt's in the name. I just want to put that in there.
I do think they put that out there from the get-go.
So you did a little bit of research.
Yeah, well, I was not familiar with this specific type of yogurt before today, but just looking at their website under the facts, it looks like their main marketing strategy is marketing it as super live, which is actually in quotes, and that is not a scientific. I don't know anything to be more than live, so I've never had that experience.
Me after a cup of coffee is super live.
You don't want to see it. It's a lot.
I get it. But, it looks like it has a large variety of bacteria. It has 16 strains of bacteria. So that would be the only thing that I could understand being a
cell or
like
a difference
cell.
maker.
Yeah.
So that's different than regular yogurt.
So it depends. There's a lot of varieties out there, and most of the commercially available yogurt, will have 2, 3, 4 different types of bacteria. If you go to Whole Foods, you can definitely get some organic Bulgarian yogurt that has more than that. But
Bulgarian.
Yes, Bulgarian. It is delicious whole milk based yogurt, but and so and if you look at the kombucha, they have a variety of strains, but that's kind of like what we were talking about earlier, right?
She was on my podcast. Sarah Has Questions. Find it wherever you get your podcast.
Did you like that?
Yeah, thank you.
New season just dropped today. Find it wherever you get your podcasts. Go ahead, Dr. Bach.
Yes, thank you. So it really is diversity. The diversity is a key for your gut health. And so I haven't tried the yogurt. Maybe it's delicious. I do think you can get the same benefit, from a variety of fermented foods and eating that on a regular basis. sauerkraut is less expensive. I don't know if
Kimchi.
If your wife, kimchi, sauerkraut, kombucha, kefir. I don't know if you've had kefir. It's the
My son loves it.
So it's the Central Asian. It was, I was telling you earlier, I worked abroad in Kyrgyzstan. So they actually, the kefir curds, they keep them in like a bladder hanging from the tent entrance. And so when you go in, you just kind of punch it and that mixes it up.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. And so.
Yum.
Yeah. I know. Nothing like bladder cured.
I think I
kefir.
just signed up for
bladder
coconut
yogurt.
cold.
I want beaten bladder yogurt. That's what I want.
I think I just bought a whole case of coconut cold.
Now, the kefir traditionally is known as the champagne of dairy products. So, when you think dairy, you definitely want bubbly dairy.
Sarah, you can't even be in the same room with that stuff.
No, I
You can't even look at it.
No.
I know.
You're done.
It really is an acquired taste, a lot of fermented foods, and we don't have it a lot in our culture. And so I think if you want to take care of your gut and you want to, be healthy and eat probiotics, the key is eating a variety of fermented food. And that may just mean, taking little bits and adjusting that to your diet, because it's not something we grew up with. We have highly processed, standard foods.
So what I'm hearing is maybe the $12 a jar. I mean, it's worth it if you don't eat fermented foods.
Oof, I don't know. That's really expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, what it actually costs for, some. I think you can get the equivalent in very low cost alternatives. You can even make it at home. You get your gallon of milk. You can make your own yogurt if you want. So
There you go.
Kate Lord, my lovely, loving wife. We're not that rich. We're not coconut cult rich. Can we make our own yogurt, please?
Coconut.
I've done it. It's not that hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
And my wife went to
loves
school for
making stuff.
culinary.
Come
Yeah.
on.
She's so crafty.
Okay.
This is right up her alley.
She
This
can
is
market
great.
her own. Look, that
Thank
now
you.
you can be millionaires.
I was just afraid of where this trend was going because
Yeah.
my little sister texted my wife yesterday saying she went to 4 different stores trying to find her 8-ounce jar of coconut cold.
That is a person with
Yeah,
time on their hands.
that is-
Right? And she couldn't find it. So you know what she did? She spent $76 buying 2 16-ounce jars of it online.
Yikes.
Yeah.
It's gotten out of hand.
It
That's
sounds
ridiculous.
And you're
it
saying
is.
you could eat sauerkraut or make it at
Just
home.
a few
Correct.
bites. Just put a little
Correct.
bowl on your
That's
table.
it.
There you
That's
go.
it.
Dr. Bach, thank you
Well, I hope it helps.
more than you know. I hope that helps everybody thinking about spending $10 on yogurt.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's the thing about TikTok trends. You got to fact check them. Sometimes it can be alluring because everybody's doing it and you think, yeah, why not? But, science is science. And here we are. And I can't wait till tonight when I play all of that for my wife.